Gurudev, Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐢 Stuttarasita Sishimadhi Vanges ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Now, Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐢 Stuttarasita Sishimadhi Vanges Sri Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Nanda Guri Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Guru ki jai. प्रेम को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपाल गोपीनाथ श्याम को राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की जय। जमुना माई की जय। गेंजिस माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंद। All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Pade Krishna Prita Buddha Smati Pati Chita Shamana. Namaste Krishna Prabhupada Sita Sri Gaura Karana Shakti Vati Chita Nama. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Divim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Praisha Badresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshulul Milisam Jena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Savitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yuttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagano Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhi Vrindavanishwari Vrisavana Sita Devi Pranamami Hari Priyan Vanchokol Vataru Vyasya Vipasundivyaevacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 20. Bali Maharaj surrenders the universe. Text number 1. Sri Shuka Uvacha Bali evam grihapati Kulacharyena basita Tushnim Bhutva Shanam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Sri Shuka Uvacha Balirevam grihapati Kolacharyena basita Tushnim Bhutva Shanam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Sri Shuka Uvacha Balirevam grihapati Kolacharyena basita Tushnim Bhutva Shanam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Tushnim Bhutva Shanam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Sri Shuka Uvacha Balirevam grihapati Kulacharyena basita Tushnim Bhutva Shamam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Sri Shuka Uvacha Tushnim Bhutva Shanam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Sri Shuka Uvacha Balirevam grihapati Kulacharyena basita Tushnim Bhutva Shanam Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Matajis Shuka Uvacha Bali evam grihapati Kulacharyena basita Rajan Uvacha Vahitu Gurum Sri Shuka Uvacha Valim evam grihapati kulacharyena vasita Dushnam buddhva sanam rajan uvacha vahito gurum Shri Sukha uvacha Vaili evam grihapati kulacharyena vasita Tushnim bhutva sanam rajan uvacha vahito gurum Shri Sukha uvacha Baliyevam grihapati kulacharyena vasita Uvacha vahito gurum Shri Sukha uvacha Sri 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸𝐺 Swami said, Bali Maharaj, evam, thus, Grihapati, the master of the household affairs, although guided by the priests, Kola Acharyena, by the family Acharya or guide, Bhasita, being thus addressed, Tushnim, silent, Bhutva, becoming Shanam, for a moment, Rajan, O King, Maharaj Parikshit, Uvacha, said, Avahitaha, after full deliberation, Gurum, unto his spiritual master. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Sri 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸𝐺 Goswami said, O King Parikshit, when Bali Maharaj was thus advised by his spiritual master, Sukracharya, his family priest, he remained silent for some time, and then, after full deliberation, he replied to his spiritual master as follows. Please repeat. Sri 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐸𝐺 Goswami said, O King Parikshit, when Bali Maharaj was thus advised by his spiritual master, Sukracharya, his family priest, he remained silent for some time, and then, after full deliberation, he replied to his spiritual master as follows. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakura remarks that Bali Maharaj remained silent at a critical point. How could he disobey the instruction of Sukracharya, his spiritual master? It is the duty of such a sober personality as Bali Maharaj to abide by the orders of his spiritual master immediately, as his spiritual master had advised. But Bali Maharaj also considered that Sukracharya was no longer to be accepted as a spiritual master, for he had deviated from the duty of a spiritual master. According to Shastra, the duty of the Guru is to take the disciple back home, back to Godhead. If he is unable to do so and instead hinders the disciple in going back to Godhead, he should not be a Guru. Guru Nasashat. Bhagavatam 5:18. One should not become a guru if he cannot enable his disciple to advance in Krishna consciousness. The goal of life is to become a devotee of Lord Krishna, so that one may be freed from the bondage of material existence. The spiritual master helps the disciple attain this stage by developing Krishna consciousness. Now, Shukracharya had advised Bali Maharaj to deny the promise to Vamandev. Under the circumstances, therefore, Bali Maharaj thought that there would be no fault if he disobeyed the order of his spiritual master. He deliberated on this point. Should he refuse to accept the advice of his spiritual master, or should he independently do everything to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He took some time. Therefore, it is said, Tushnim Bhuttva Shanam Rajan Ubabachahito Gurum. After deliberating on this point, he decided that Lord Vishnu should be pleased in all circumstances, even at the risk of ignoring the Guru's advice to the contrary. Anyone who is supposed to be a Guru, but who goes against the principle of Vishnu Bhakti, cannot be accepted as a Guru. If one has falsely accepted such a Guru, one should reject him. Such a Guru is described as follows. Mahabharat, Udyoga 179.25. Gurudapi avaliptasya karyam ajanata utpatta pratipanasya parityago vidiyate. So Jiva Goswami has advised that such a useless Guru, a family priest among acting as Guru, should be given up, and that the proper bona fide Guru should be accepted. Satkarma vipuno vipro mantra tantra visarata saradha avaishnavo guruna syad vaishnava swapacho guru. A scholarly Brahmana expert in all subjects of Vedic knowledge is unfit to become a spiritual master without being a Vaishnava. But if a person born in a family of a lower caste is a Vaishnava, he can become a spiritual master. This is from Padma Purana. Hare Krishna. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 1, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 20, entitled Bali Maharaj Surrenders the Universe. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. This chapter is very interesting, very, very interesting. Because there's so many things inside. Sanatana Goswami said, Bali Maharaj committed 3 offenses. One offense, he disturbed the universal order. He seized the universe, which was against the principle. It's an offense. He interfered with the universal arrangement which nature has made. Indra was already ruling the heavenly planet, but he seized everything and was ruling. It's against the process. That was his first offense. Second offense, he disobeyed his spiritual master, Shukracharya. And the third offense, he didn't fulfill his promise. He promised 3 steps of land. He could give only 2. So these 3 offenses he committed. Lord Krishna treated him like a crow. Then we can ask, we have heard that Bali Maharaj is in the Sutraloka planet, and Lord Krishna is his gatekeeper as a result of his wonderful devotional service, surrendering everything to the Lord. Yes, Sanatana Goswami said, it is not because of Bali Maharaj that Lord Vishnu is his security guard. It is because of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj's devotion saved him and gave him that exalted position that Lord Vishnu had become his bodyguard. And Lord Vishnu is serving him so faithfully, so devotedly, and was very attached to his service to Bali Maharaj. And when Ravana came there to challenge Bali Maharaj, Lord Vishnu kicked him into far distance with his club. He threw him away, that he couldn't enter into Bali Maharaj's compound. Such a devotion, such a faithful servant, such a loyal devotee. It is because of Prahlad Maharaj. The Lord Vishnu is doing all these things. Even so much so that when in Dwaraka, Lord Krishna's own abode, a demon has come to attack. And Narada Muni advised that they should go and request Lord Krishna. He's there, total local. Go and request him to come and kill the demon, which was his duty. When they go to Sutala local and inform Lord Krishna at the gate, please come with us. There's a demon disturbing your city. Lord Krishna said, I cannot go. If you want me to go there, go and take permission from Bali Maharaj. Only if he permits me before I will go there. If he does not give permission, I cannot go. I don't have strength to live here without his permission, because I'm his security guard. I'm a servant. A servant cannot do anything without the permission of the master. Lord Krishna acted like he refused to go. So they had to go and beg Bali Maharaj, please, can you allow Lord Krishna to come and kill the demon disturbing his own city? Bali Maharaj said no. He cannot go. And Lord Vishnu didn't go. He didn't go. Krishna stayed there. His city is attacked by a demon. Krishna did not go there because he is serving his devotee. Because of Prahlad Maharaj. Because of Prahlad Maharaj's devotion. Bali Maharaj had this opportunity. Similarly, because of Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Krishna did not kill Banasura. Because of Bali Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. So he exalted devotee. Prahlad Maharaj is an exalted devotee. If one see Prahlad Maharaj, if one see Prahlad Maharaj, if one hear Prahlad Maharaj, if one touch Prahlad Maharaj, you would never take birth again in this material world. To see Prahlad, the exalted devotee, to hear Prahlad Maharaj, and touch him. One is qualified to go to Hariloka. He never come back again to this material. Permanent residence in Hariloka. So that is the position of Bali Maharaj, that he has in his family an exalted devotee. It's a great, great, great fortune to have a devotee in one's family. It's great. So 𝐿𝐶𝐐𝐬𝐬 Swami is speaking. Bali ibam grihak bhati kula acharyena bhashita. Bali Maharaj was thus advised by his spiritual master 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐸𝐴. He is Kula Acharya. We have two traditions of parampara, two traditions. One is this is a traditional sampradaya. This is a traditional one. It's material. Then we have a spiritual one. The spiritual one is what we are following. So when you look at Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita was given to Arjuna. It means what? It's an acharya, but we don't put his picture in the altar. Like that, right? Because he is on the traditional, it's on the traditional chain of disciplic succession. But we are dealing with the spiritual disciplic succession, spiritual line. So he has given advice here to his disciple. This boy standing here is Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. He has come for the interests of the demigods. Don't give him anything. What he is asking you, it is more than what you think. Lord Vishnu said three steps of land, three space, just three space. He's not even a big man. He's a small child. What is the space for three steps for a baby? What is the space? What is that? Materially calculated, that is nothing. But spiritually calculation, that is a three planetary system is asking, which Bali Maharaj has occupied unlawfully. So he came to ask for that. 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐶 was able to understand the trick of Vishnu. He said, don't give him. Don't give him. But although Bali Maharaj is a demon, but he is a demon in devotee family, therefore he is a special demon. So he was thinking differently. Lord Vishnu has come to my house. Lord Vishnu has come to my house. Even as a beggar, but Lord Vishnu has come to me. Even as a beggar, I must give him what he's asking. 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐶 started teaching him demonic diplomacy. So it is mentioned here, Tusnim Bhuttva Shanam Rajan. He was silent for some time. It's very, very important. One should not rush into a difficult situation. When there is a difficult situation, a challenging situation, one should not rush into it. One must be very careful in dealing with it. We should have time to deliberate, to think about it, both sides, the merit and demerit. One should think about it carefully. Bali Maharaj, he did. He was silent. In this silence, he was deliberating, communicating with the super soul to get the proper answer. She remained silent for some time, and then, after full deliberation, he will reply to the spiritual master. In a properly quoting the Vishnu Chakrabarti Thakura remarks that Bali Maharaj remained silent at a critical point. It's intelligence. At a critical point, we should look at the situation very carefully before we start responding to it. If we jump in this mistake, which will be worse than the problem itself. How could he disobey the instruction of 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸, his spiritual master? It is the duty of such a sober personality as Bali Maharaj, as a disciple, the duty of a disciple, to abide by the orders of a spiritual master. Immediately, one should not hesitate. One should not deliberate. One should not think. Immediately we should respond to the spiritual master's order. To the spiritual master's order, we should respond. Yes, that is the attitude the disciples should maintain. But if a spiritual master gives you very how do you say, very critical issue, one should not jump in immediately. For an intelligent person, we should wait, think about it, to have a full understanding before we act. When Ganesh and 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸 were working together to give out the scriptures, Ganesh gave order, as I'm writing, don't stop speaking. Just keep speaking. Don't stop. 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸 said, listen, if I speak and you don't understand what I have spoken, you're going to do a disservice for the society. Therefore, you have to maintain, take some break to deliberate on what I'm saying, so that you'll be able to write exactly what I meant. Otherwise, you're going to write something which is different from what I said, and that will be very dangerous. So Ganesh understood. 𝐸𝐸𝐴𝐸 needs some break so he can compose. He can compose accurately. He needs some break to digest everything before we say something. We should think about it carefully. Before we do something, we should think about it. Before we say something, we should think about it. Before we do something, let us think carefully. How will this benefit everyone? That is a devotee's duty. So if a spiritual master gives instruction, we should try to understand it before we carry it out. We should not whimsically or forcefully think that, yes, I understood everything. Unless if you are a first-class disciple. A first-class disciple understands everything before the spiritual master even say it, because he has been empowered to do that. For one who is not yet empowered, we should think about our instruction is given to us by the spiritual master very carefully before execution. So, proper use the word here. A sober personality like Bali Maharaj. He deliberated. Should I give? I should not give. This is Vishnu. And he's telling me I should not give Vishnu something. The scripture said that everything belongs to Vishnu. And the purpose of our life is to serve Lord Vishnu. Vishnu. Service to Lord Vishnu. And my guru is telling me I should not serve Vishnu. So whom should I serve? And a person who is advising us against the supreme personality of Godhead, is that a guru? No. So Bali Maharaj considered this, and he's going to decide. He's going to decide. He will decide positively. Because he had thought over the situation very carefully, Krishna will give him intelligence to act properly. And that's what happened. When the spiritual master is no more qualified to act as a spiritual master, one should not be foolish or sentimental to remain there. If he gets stuck, they will not make advancement. Because if he's bona fide, everything coming through Krishna will pass through to the followers. And if the connection has been disconnected, he wants to continue to remain there. Like if a pipe is cut off, water will not flow through. So people who are from this side will not get the water again, will not get water supply. Similarly, if the spiritual master has fallen short of the glory of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is no more carrying that divine grace, that potency to allow the current of Krishna consciousness to pass through. So he should be rejected. That is scriptural. As Prabhupada will quote from Mahabharata and confirmed by Srila Jiva Goswami. For that reason, Lord Rishabhdev in the 5th canto, the 50th chapter, gave this advice. Guru Nasashyat. One should not become a guru. He is not saying that we should not do the service of a spiritual master. That is not what he's saying. He's not saying we should not do that. Don't become a leader. Don't become a guru. Don't become a father, a mother. You should not become a teacher. Any form of leadership, one should not venture into it. He is not negative. He's saying we should not become an imposter. We should not become falsely positioned. We should have the qualification to do something. One should not take the position, accept all the sweet facilities that go with the position, and abandon the service. It is a criminal offense. It's a criminal offense, punishable by law. One should not become a guru if he cannot enable his disciple to advance in Krishna consciousness. So the qualification is that the guru must be available for the disciple. He must be available to train the disciple to understand Krishna consciousness. That is his duty. These days we hear, in ISKCON we hear, my guru is very busy. Is it in the scripture? This, what do we hear from disciples? My guru is very busy, therefore he does not have time for me. If your husband is so busy that he's not taking care of you, will you say husband? Huh? Will you say he's a husband? Not your husband, but for example, not your husband. Suppose your husband is so busy, he's traveling the whole world, he's not there. You can't even call him on phone, you can't even speak to him, there's no message, nothing, no maintenance. Anytime you get, oh, I'm coming, I'm very busy, I'm coming. Will you consider that person a husband? No. So if your guru is so busy, he has no time for you. As a guru? I'm asking, I don't know. My guru is very busy. Yeah, he's busy, but what is he busy doing? Not taking care of disciples? not taking care of disciples. That is Guru's business. So the Papa said that is illegal. Illegal. Taking disciple means that you are responsible. I'm responsible in their life until I send you back home, back to Godhead. That is the agreement. That is the contract. A disciple and spiritual master are signing. You follow this, I will do this. It's a contract. And it must be done. Otherwise, we should listen to Lord accept them. Guru na sasyat. It is better for us to. This is not even the scriptural, but it is a wisdom from experienced people. If one is a human being, there is automatic wisdom that comes naturally. Just to be a human being, there are qualities that make someone a human being. And we need to become human beings first before we can practice Krishna consciousness. They said, an intelligent person should take what you can chew. You understand? Take only what you can chew. If you fill your mouth with, will you be able to chew it? If you cannot chew it, will you swallow it? If you cannot swallow it, will you be nourished? No. Take what you can chew. Take what you can handle. Does it make sense? Take what you can chew. This is scriptural. The goal of life is to become a devotee of Lord Krishna so that one may be freed from the bondage of material existence. Taktva deham. Punarajanma naitimamiti swarajuna. The spiritual master helps the disciple attain this stage by developing Krishna consciousness. So Shukracharya is telling his disciple, no, don't follow this process. The process of Vishnu is to get free from material existence and go back to Godhead. Don't follow this path. Follow the process, you remain here in the material world to suffer. Is that the Guru? Is that our well-wisher? He's not a well-wisher. He's not a Guru. He's not bona fide. Now, Shukracharya had advised Bali Maharaj to deny the promise to Vamandev. Under the circumstances, therefore, Bali Maharaj thought that there would be no fault if he disobeyed the order of his spiritual master. Of course, at this point, he is no more the spiritual master. So he is not disobeying his spiritual master when he has fallen. He is not disobeying. When he is not following, it is disobedience. And that is also punishable by law for a disciple. So Bali Maharaj deliberated on this point very carefully. Should I refuse to accept the advice of my spiritual master and act independently to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Yes. Yes. Yes, you should do what will please with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if it is socially wrong or scripturally wrong, we must do what pleases Krishna. Even if it is socially or scripturally wrong, we are fully protected. We are fully protected. So Bali Maharaj, he considered very carefully and he acted properly. So Jiva Goswami has advised that such a useless guru, he had become useless. A family priest acting as a guru should be given up, and that the proper bona fide guru should be accepted. And here is a very powerful point from the Padma Purana. Sat karma nipuno vipro mantra tantra visarada. A Vaishnavo Guru na shat. Vaishnava Swapacho Guru. If one is a Swapacha, or Mlecha, Yavana, but it's a Vaishnava, he should be accepted as a spiritual master. And in Chaitanya Bhagavad, Vrindavan Das Thakur said, if one look at him, this is a small guru. That person is going to hell. Nothing will stop him or her from going to hell. This is a small guru. This is a big guru. It's a candidate for hell. You should be careful. Lord Krishna placed Hanuman in animal family. He didn't place him in an exalted aristocratic family to teach bhakti. He put him in animal family. What is he doing? What is Lord Krishna doing? What is his reason doing that? Putting his devotee in animal family. He put his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, in demonic family. The exalted devotee that he appreciates so much. Sanatana Goswami said that Lord Krishna appreciated Prahlad Maharaj more than the Vaikuntha verses. Why? Why is that? Because the Vaikuntha verses did not suffer like Prahlad Maharaj suffered. Their devotion is easy. They are simply doing bhakti. But Prahlad, he went through a series of difficulties, heavy challenges, torture. But he remained yes to Krishna. Therefore, he is most appreciated more than the Lord Krishna's eternal asset in Vaikuntha. Krishna put him in demonic family. And Krishna put Haridas Thakur in Javana family. What is Lord Krishna doing by this? We should learn. We should learn. We should learn. Bhakti does not belong to this world. Bhakti is never material. Bhaktas and Bhagwan, they are from Goloka. They are not from here. So those who are connected, those who have been promoted to this platform, we should never look down upon them. This is a small guru. This is a big guru. Vrindavan Das Thakur said this is very dangerous mentality. When you think Haridas Thakur is, who is this? He's going to hell. Everything is going to hell. So a scholarly Brahmana, expert in all subjects of Vedic knowledge, is unfit to become a spiritual master. Unless he has a blessing of a Vaishnava to become a Vaishnava. Yesterday we were talking, we were discussing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Devanand Pandit from childhood, he has zero interest in material signification, zero. Right from childhood. And he has addiction for Bhagavatam. But when Srivas Pandit came to hear his Bhagavatam, every syllable of Bhagavatam is nectar. And Srivas Pandit was enjoying that and fell unconscious. Listen, the speaker did not fall unconscious, but the hearer fell unconscious because he's a devotee. The speaker was not a devotee, but the hearer was a devotee. And because every syllable of Bhagavatam is nectar, a devotee connected with the nectar, he fell under influence of prema, and he was unconscious. Devanand Pandit is not a devotee. His disciples are also not devotees. Therefore, they did not appreciate Srivas Pandit. And they look at each other. This fellow cannot allow us to hear the Bhagavatam. Therefore, it's a distraction. How long are we going to continue with this distraction? Say, better throw him away. So they took him and threw him in the street. It is Srivas. Srivas. And Devanand Pandit didn't do anything to stop his disciples. When Srivas regained consciousness and saw himself in the street, he was very disturbed and went back to his house. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Srivas, do you remember from Vaikuntha I came and I influenced you with my own potency to understand the Bhagavatam, that you don't have to go and study Bhagavatam under any person. I will empower you to do this. Therefore, you were studying Bhagavatam yourself in your house, and you were getting everything that should be realized from Bhagavatam in your house, by yourself, because I gave you this potency. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Devanand Pandit. So what are you doing? What are you doing? You can understand Bhagavatam by yourself? What are you doing? You are a teacher of Bhagavatam, but a pure devotee came here, didn't recognize him. So what is the use of the Bhagavatam? If you want to understand Bhagavatam, go and study it under a devotee. Without the mercy of a devotee, you cannot become a devotee. And he went on to say, particularly he said, you can chant the holy name of Krishna billion times. If you don't have the mercy of a devotee, you will never get prema from it. It is given by a devotee. Devotee. A devotee. We will become a devotee by the mercy of a devotee. Not by our scholarship. Not by scholarship. Not by being a Brahmana, a born Brahmana. Born Brahmana and what? Who does not understand what one is doing. Brahmana, he knows Brahman. And Parabrahma, he knows Parabrahma. That's the Brahmana. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you are a rascal. Get up from here. Go and study Bhagavatam under a devotee. And then what happened to him? He was fortunate that he was chastised by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Vrindavan Das Thakur said, one who gets chastised by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he accepts the chastisement will become a devotee. With that purification, that chastisement gave him purification. He went to serve Bhakreshwara Pandit. That's how he became a devotee. He went to serve Bhakreshwara Pandit. By the mercy of Bhakreshwara Pandit, then he appreciated Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which he never did before. A devotee will make us a devotee. That is a process. That is a connection. A connection. So, if a person born in a family of a low caste, Swapacha, is a Vaishnava, he can become a spiritual master. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Comments or questions? Yes. 1, 2. It's coming. In a moment, you will get the mic. The story of Buddha.
Yes. So asking people not to listen to the scriptures, listen to me. For instance, the other example is that of Srila Prabhupada, and the scripture master when he says, kill the snake, and Prabhupada is like, why would the scripture master say so? So when do you know when to apply, when to reject the instruction of the Guru or not to?
Lord Buddha has an assignment that people are killing animals based on the scripture. So what will he do? Because whatever he said, no, what I'm doing is scriptural. Therefore he said, keep the scripture away. Forget about this. They did. Therefore, he was able to teach them non-violence. In the first canto of Bhagavatam, one purport, Srila Prabhupada said, we accept Lord Buddha as an incarnation, but his followers we don't accept. Because they are fools. They are fools. So when you're dealing with fools, when you're dealing with fools, or little people, you have problem. Even in Christian concept, if you're dealing with little people, you will have problem. A lot of problems. So that is demonic. Don't follow scripture. It's demonic. He did that just to take them away from the danger they have been putting their life through by killing so many animals. They are fools. When Srila Prabhupada, as you said, his guru says to kill the snake, he was not a fool. He asked, why should I kill the snake? Because it's a spirit soul. But this Saraswati does explain. He gave his reason, because he's bona fide. Even snakes are so dangerous, even a sadhu feels happy to kill a snake. According to scripture, one who killed by treachery is an aggressor. An aggressor to be punished. If I'm fighting with you face to face, with equal weapons, it's authorized in the scripture. Fighting you, even materially speaking, in boxing they said, he hit below the belt. That means you have acted wrongly. You didn't follow the rule of fighting. It's condemned. Even if you give a knockout, you will not be accepted because you hit below the belt. So he explained the reason why a snake should be killed. Dangerous. I know a snake, if a person is coming, he will flat himself so that you will not recognize him, so that you will not recognize and come, he will bite you. So it's dangerous. It's to be killed. So you should ask. When you get the instruction, you should ask. Get a clear instruction. In this case, he is telling his guru, don't give anything to him because he will take everything, you will become a poor person. How will he maintain your body? It's sanctification. It is not. It is not bona fide. So we should check. When we get instruction, we should check and see before we act. Yes. Why the Lord?
Why did Prahlad Maharaj born in a demonic family?
Because Krishna wants to teach us. Krishna wants to teach us lesson. That devotees can be in any form, in any condition. In the seventh canto, Prahlad Maharaj himself is offering prayer to Nrsimhadev that devotees are in different forms, in different situations, which I may or may not know. Now, with respectful obeisance to a devotee, wherever they are, whatever form they have taken. This is carefulness. This is carefulness. So Krishna is advertising the position of the devotees. They can be in any form. Finish? All right. Traditional means customary one, customary. It's a customary. This is what, in our family, this is what we do. We have a particular personality we worship in our family, this is what we do. This is traditional. It's not spiritual. Spiritual, it teach you how to go to Godhead. But material will not teach you how to go to Godhead. It teach you all the things in the material world. All right, Hare Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
His Holiness Bhakti Damodara
Jai Srila Krishna.